Hey guys, I want to talk about something I've been pretty passionate about for the past few years, and that's been this culture of everyday carry or everyday essentials, stuff you have and take with you every time you leave the house. There's a whole genre on YouTube that I love to watch regarding everyday carry, from creators in photography and tech to the gun and survival guys that go kind of crazy with it with go bags and get home bags, which I would actually love to get into later down the road. Every day there's new gear that's presented, from sling bags and medical kits to knives and firearms, and it's easy and actually kind of fun to go down the rabbit hole of what's possible and building my own essentials, even if it's not as crazy as most of the creators on this platform. As someone who's more into the fashion space here on YouTube, I created my own everyday carry from that perspective, more so than a minimalist or a survivalist, and I want to show that perspective here. First off, it would have been a cool and fitting start to showcase a Prada waist bag or Bottega cassette bag as my daily carry, but after shopping around for a better part of a year, I found that designer bags aren't useful for me for certain reasons, and we'll get into that later. I think a Prada waist bag would be nice as a bag for traveling more so than everyday carry for me. This video will be about a new bag from 511 Tactical I got from the Black Friday holiday sale, and replacing a bag that I was using for a little over a year, and all the stuff I'll pack into the new bag and my daily essentials. This bag is from MTech and I bought it on Amazon. I think they're from the Ukraine, but the bag is relatively cheap at around $30. It was an okay bag to start with, but there are a lot of design flaws and huge quality issues that I had to deal with only a couple months in of using it. So I'm glad I'm replacing this bag today for something bigger and better. The bag is relatively small and comes with a few compartments, and you can see that the front pocket is falling apart. The biggest issue with this bag was the quality of the zippers. The zippers on the two front pockets disconnected within a few months, which ended up causing the sides of the pockets to start ripping, and the pockets themselves have been unusable since. You could actually see it here, and I didn't notice it right away when filming, but one of the zippers finally came off. But I ended up packing everything into the remaining available pockets, and they were okay in size, but it would have been nice to have more organization. I'm finally excited to be switching to a new bag, and I'll go over everything that I had in the MTAC that I put into the new 511 LV8 plus more stuff I ended up buying. You could easily see the size difference between the two bags, and there are definitely a lot more features with the 511 that I'll go over. The price of the 511 LV8 is $90, and it was 20% off during Black Friday, so the total was just under $80 with tax. There's a few smaller and easier to get to pockets like the sunglasses pocket, but the compartment I was most interested in was the concealed carry pocket. I do own a firearm and have been for a couple of years now, so having a bag with a separate compartment to conceal carry a gun was an absolute must for me. So if Prada ever creates a bag for gun owners to conceal carry, I'm all for it, but until then this bag will do. The bag actually comes with a trigger guard holster, and the compartment sits right against the body, so no one else really notices or can get close to it, which I like. Below the sunglasses compartment in the front is an easy access compartment for keys and some things you could quickly store or grab without going through the bag. The main compartment is pretty big, and you'll notice most of the compartments are lined in this military green color, so you could easily see and find the stuff you're looking for. There's a mesh pocket that's sealed with a zipper on top, and below that is this loop face laser cut molly, which is pretty customizable as you'll see later. On the other side is this padded sleeve with a strap closure with pockets lined across in various sizes. The sleeve can hold an iPad mini up to an iPad Air, which I'll show later as well, or a small notebook. The bag has two pretty thick and sturdy handles on the sides with compression straps, which I actually don't like, and I think get in the way of using the handles. And two straps on the bottom of the bag so you could hold a water bottle, umbrella, or clothing you're not wearing. The back of the bag is heavily padded and lightly vented for air, and comes with a shoulder strap for customizable sling carry with a quick release buckle, and removable sternum strap, which I'm getting rid of as well. It's time to make this bag my own and fill it with stuff, but first, another awesome feature of this bag is the concealable 511 tags that you could tuck into a flap to hide the fact that the bag is from 511. If you know about this company, they're known for creating tactical gear, and 511 bags are pretty popular. So hiding the tag makes this bag look ordinary and doesn't scream that it holds any firearm. If you look at their products, a lot of the bags look over the top tactical and military, so being able to conceal this type of bag is a plus. I mentioned earlier that the laser cut MOLLE is customizable, and I mean that you could attach different things like administrative organizers or pouches with hook and loop velcro to it. Honestly, for me, the MOLLE panel is wasted space because its general size is so small for most admin organizers and pouches. But I ended up ordering these mesh pouches from a company called Vertex to use with the panel. I got the smallest size I could, but I still couldn't fit both the pouches in there. The pouches are really nice and well made. You could label them with a Sharpie, and they come with loops as well on the top corners to attach to plate carriers and backpacks, as well as hook and loop for MOLLE paneling. It's straightforward and easy to align the pouch with the panel. The only hard decision is where I want to ideally place the pouch and what to put in it. But the good thing is that the pouch does give extra organization opportunities that I think the Velcro panel wouldn't. Moving on to the concealed weapon compartment, it will be easier to remove the shoulder straps to get to and organize the compartment. As I mentioned earlier, the bag does come with this Velcro holster strap, but I highly recommend not using it if you have a weapon light attached to your gun. The corner straps are used for quick pulls if you want to quickly open your compartment and draw your weapon. My holster is from T-Rex Arms, and it's the outside the waistband iron sight holster for my SIG P320 RXP X Compact. With it, I have my spare 15 round magazine. I do generally prefer outside the waistband carry. Just imagine trying to carry appendix with Raf Simons wool trousers on. And I think T-Rex makes the best holsters at the best price. Although I won't use the strap as a holster, the strap did work to strap down my actual Kydex holster to use in the bag, which is perfect for me. No need to buy extra Velcro tape or straps or a new holster for the bag, but I will need something for the spare magazine to be able to sit with the firearm in that compartment. In the meantime, I'll just leave it in the main compartment in one of the pockets lined along the padded sleeve. The Apple AirTag is an absolute essential for me. I pretty much have an AirTag in everything that's of value. In this bag is a must, and I found a perfect place to store it. In the Vertex pouch, I noticed there was a loop inside that I could just clip a carabiner to with the AirTag. This Gucci wallet is my first ever real wallet I've owned. I've had it for most of my life, and you could see the patina, and I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. I know a lot of people opt for more minimalistic and simple card holders, but this wallet has everything I need. The pocket notebook is just for quick notes to take when I'm out, and that's also an unused Starbucks gift card. The pens are nothing special, but you may need something to write with, and I prefer having caps for pens. The Carrot pen was a gift from a friend, and it actually writes super well and is a nice conversation starter too. The pens do fit nicely tucked in the panel behind the pouch. For the sunglasses compartment, I grabbed a couple of different shades, the first one being some Oakley sunglasses. You can see it has a really rounded shape, and it doesn't zip too well in the compartment. It also creates extra volume inside the bag. But the Retro Super Future sunglasses are really flat when folded, and when putting these in the compartment, they fit and zip up really well without taking up much space. For the front compartment, I'll just throw stuff in there that I normally keep in my pockets, like my keys, AirPods, and phone. This hand sanitizer from Noshinku is pretty bougie, but the smell is amazing, and they come in like 6 different flavors. That'll also go in the front pocket because it's flat and it fits really well. One of my biggest nightmares is losing my wallet, so I rarely ever put my wallet where it is easily accessible, even for me. That's why I'll leave it in the pouch in the main compartment, so I'll know it's always there. For the mesh pocket, I'll just put some tissues, my favorite hand cream from L'Occitane, some alcohol and sanitary wipes, and my face sunscreen stick from Shiseido. I think I'll get some affiliate links in the description to a lot of my favorites that you could get off of Amazon. Having a first aid kit has been more important to me than I realized. I've actually needed bandages twice now in the past 6 months for cuts from sports, and for this bag, the first thing I made sure I had was a simple kit with a few bandages of different sizes, alcohol wipes, and tape. I thought about getting a tourniquet as well as some other things, and I'll probably get them soon, but I definitely need a place to start. I originally got this flashlight for a rifle build, but I ended up going in another direction and going with a stream light instead. But I did keep this light for my bag. It's a bit big and over the top for an EDC, but it's been super handy and useful when I needed it. You could definitely go smaller, but I do recommend at least 800 to 1000 lumens for your flashlight. This knife is from Amazon and I think it's called a Tac Force knife. It was less than $10 when I bought it and is pretty much a glorified box cutter for me. The blade is actually pretty sharp and does have a glass breaker, which I've never tried, and bottle opener built into the knife. For a $10 knife, it's actually pretty well made. I've never had any issues with it. The pill boxes I also got from Amazon. They were super cheap and they came in a pack of 4. Each pill box has 10 separate compartments of different sizes that can store pills and even small jewelry. They even come with labels that you could use and write your own. I've already filled out my pill box with Tylenol, Pepcid, Pepto-Bismol pills, and a few vitamins. Just some things I might need in an emergency. Since filming this, I already upgraded my multi-tool, but the multi-tool you see now I got when I was just a kid. It's cheap, I don't even know what the company name is, but it does have all the essential tools that made me keep it around all this time, like the screwdriver, bottle opener, and standard knife. This is a foldable shopping bag. I got this as a gift with a purchase I made from a local BMX shop a couple years ago, and I think it's pretty neat. The shopping bag is pretty big and folds up into this neat little flat package. I carry a spare set of wired headphones because I sometimes forget my AirPods at home, especially when going to the gym, which can be annoying. Also, when I used to walk around New York City a lot, I always had my earphones on, even when there's no music playing, so people wouldn't bother me in the street. These are the rest of the stuff for me to try to pack into the bag. I got my GoPro Hero 9 I haven't used in a while, my camera case for my Canon G7X Mark II, the camera I'm filming this video with right now, iPhone charger, a carabiner, a couple protein bars or snacks, and some gloves. Trying to fit everything is pretty much impossible, especially with the gloves, but the rest of the stuff fits just super snug. Since filming this, I've slightly reorganized everything in my bag to fit all the stuff the way I wanted to. I just want to quickly go over sizing of the iPad for the bag. I personally don't own or use any tablets and I had to borrow this from someone, but this is the iPad Air from a long time ago. The iPad measures about 7 inches in width and 10 inches in length, and it actually fits right up to the zipper closure of the bag, and nicely still with the other stuff in the bag. I think the 7 inches in width is the max you're going to get to having an iPad fit in this bag at all. I normally would keep pepper spray inside the bag, but I just want to show it clipped to the carabiner outside on the handle. Even though I do carry a firearm for most situations, I think pepper spray is the best non-lethal way of defending yourself. I think pepper spray will stop every attack if used correctly, and I recommend it over knives and even tasers because of distance, and it's cheap too. Readjusting and customizing the strap is super easy to do. I'm not using the sternum strap because I already like my bag to fit close and snug against my body. But readjusting the straps is simple and you can hook the strap accordingly if you prefer wearing it over your left or right shoulder. The bag is on the bigger side. I'm 6 feet and the bag looks more like a backpack on me with everything packed inside. It is also pretty heavy with everything loaded out, but I don't mind the weight here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's probably my longest video to date, but I had a ton of fun making it and going through the process of creating my everyday carry bag. Again, as I've mentioned earlier, I'll leave a bunch of affiliate links to Amazon of the stuff I have and some of my favorite things on my wish list and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys like to carry and some of your daily essentials.